Hello everyone, and in today's episode of What's This? We're taking a look at a tool you never want to need, but sometimes you do need. And why is that? Well, this is a tool that's called a broken screw remover, because when you have snapped off the head of a screw, then you would need one of these, or like a model of these, because there's various models, there's older ones, newer. So the way this works is you would put these tiny little burr cutters in there, but they're burr cutters what like the teeth, like the tops are not sharp, because we don't really want to cut the screw, we just want to bite into it. And the reason this works is that in a watch, 90% of all the holes are drilled straight through and then threaded. Because otherwise this would not work. If this would be a blind hole, as they say, so a hole that's just drilled not all the way through, then this does not work. You need to use other methods. One of those methods is that because most plates, like whether it's a main plate or one of the auxiliary ones, they are plated brass. So because they're plated brass, you can try to dissolve it with something that only will dissolve the iron or steel screws. One of those things is, for example, vinegar, and or sometimes also used like citric acid. The problem with that is that it takes a long while. If you can scratch it up, it goes faster, but still. There are other solutions out there which are a bit more dangerous. I never tried the vinegar method myself, but I heard about people using that method with success. The only problem with that method is sometimes there will be like pins sticking out of the plates, which are steel, which you would dissolve along with it. So definitely, if you're going to use that method, be careful. So let's go about how you would set this up. So we can see you have your cutters here. They're in pairs, so they go from here, smallest size, to the biggest sizes. So you would take the sizes accordingly to your needs. You can use two different sizes. For example, if there's still a tiny bit left of the screw head, then you might just take two different sizes, but let's just say we take two the same. So you would put this one in here, and this is like your fixed adjustment, because this turns in and out. So what you can do is you can basically screw this out a bit. And then you need something to push it through, because it is shorter than a... So now you would tighten that up. And now you see we have our fine adjustment, so now we can just... So I don't really have a broken screw on this here, because, well, breaking off a screw is pretty devious. But yeah, I'm just going to demonstrate like there would be a broken screw. So you would tighten this up, and then you would try to just turn the plate to undo the screw, and you basically gripping on both like the back and front of the screw. You're gripping it so that that's stationary, and then you try to spin the movement around it until, well, the screw is out or loose, and then you can get it out and like try to like turn it further around with like tweezers or something like that. The biggest problem is usually when you break off a screw. It is when you are tightening the screw, so it is stuck in there because the threads gripped. So yeah, this is to get the screw loose. You sometimes can get it out completely, it kind of depends. So yeah, you loosen it up, and then you can like turn it around with the tweezers until it's completely out. Another method some people use is that they put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and the vibrations of the ultrasonic cleaner loosens the screw up. I never had any luck with that method, but I know people have, so it might depend on like how much the screw was tightened. So they would just put it into the sonic cleaner to get it loose, and then use the tweezer method to rotate it out completely to get the screw out. So yeah, like I said, this wasn't really a demonstration on how to do it. I hope I will never need it, because this is really a very tedious task to save a main plate or like an auxiliary plate like this one. But yeah, sometimes you just need it, and maybe I can show this in the future. They're like, I'm doing a repair on something and somebody broke a screw off. Or I broke a screw off because, well, that's entirely possible. Sometimes those things just happen. That I can show it in an ongoing repair. Or maybe just do a small video about it. But now you've already seen the machine. So that was it for this what's this video. I hope you liked it. Next week I should be back with the regular content. But yeah. Bye for now. Bye bye.